Today on Conversations with VIE, we're going to discuss with you the 3 purchase services strategic myths that hospitals are being advised on that are flawed. The first myth is category spend data and looking at monthly total aggregate spend data as a strategy. Category spend data is not a strategy. Maybe at best it's directional. But what do you think, Rich?
Right, absolutely. So when you look at category spend, it's, like you said, very directional. Visualizations, very slick, it's great, but it only is a tool. It only is telling you what vendors you have, what the spend is, but it's not telling you, it's not giving you the line item details, it's not telling you what your costs are, it's not telling you what the line item costs are.
Yeah, I think it's very misleading because you could be tracking monthly aggregate data and have peaks and valleys, and those peaks and valleys could be because an invoice was paid later and maybe there's a spike. There could be peaks and valleys because there was a capital spend. There could be all kinds of reasons there are peaks and valleys, and so what happens if you see a peak or a valley? Where do you have to go?
Right, you have to go to line item details. And again, it's not a strategy, it's a tool. It's a tool to use to identify what to look for.
And the problem is that hospitals are being told that this category spend visualization is a strategy. They can find cost savings from there, but they can't find cost savings from there. They've got to roll up their sleeves and they've got to get to the line item details. The second myth is that RFPs are a strategy, and RFPs are not a strategy. They're a tool that can be used. But Rich, what's your experience with RFPs?
Right, we see the over-reliance in the industry, that they're using them as the end-all, but it's really, like you said, it's a tool. It should be used in certain situations, but not in every situation. And then you need to make sure that they're done correctly. We had a recent example where our client asked us to review, right before the contract was being signed, an RFP that had taken place 8 months prior. What was surprising was $1 million in additional cost reductions because they missed an entire section within the RFP.
And number 3 is benchmarking as a strategy. And benchmarking alone is not a strategy.
Right. Obviously, it's very important to understand where the market is. But if you don't do a reconciliation, if you don't get 12 to 18 months worth of invoices, if you don't match up the contract and understand where the trends are in the utilization, then the benchmarking, yes, you might do a little bit of cost savings, but you're going to leave money on the table.
Absolutely. This whole process that leads up to benchmarking is so critical in achieving all the cost savings that are available. If you would like to eliminate the myths that are preventing your hospital from achieving all the cost savings that are available to your organization, please call Rich and I, and we'd love to have a discussion with you about VIE's proven process.